Today, we're going to deep dive into bookkeepers, into roofers, and how we can help each other. That has always been my mission with this bookkeeping and roofing channel, is to merge those two things together, which can be challenging at times, but it is still my vision. So we're going to go for it today. I want you to take a look at the different types of bookkeepers. Now, last week or a couple of weeks ago, I did a video about different types of roofing contractors or roofing companies. So now we're going to take a look at the different types of bookkeepers, of why they may be going in business, or why they're a freelancer, or why they are doing bookkeeping work, and what their goals and their visions can possibly be. Now, some bookkeepers enjoy focusing on accurate records, compliance, and tax preparation. And those are valuable services, and every business does need these, and it can save businesses money with the cost savings when you do hire a bookkeeper, of getting everything organized and then start cutting some overhead costs. Our second type of bookkeeper, which is the type of bookkeeper that I am, we want to work with a roofing company and help that roofing company become more profitable through their numbers, having a good chart of accounts, having good organization, having it readable and understanding to the roofing contractor or any contractor in construction that you're working with. So we're heavily involved in their business. We're just not going in there and doing bank feeds and putting transactions where they go, the different categories, reconciling and sending a profit and loss at the end of the month. We are talking with our bookkeepers and our roofers. We're talking together on a weekly basis. We had a guest speaker, Roman Pearl. We discussed his accounting team. They get together every week talking to each other. Now, them as a group, CEO and CFO and all that good stuff, sales team, they might get together once a month or something like that, or once a week, have their weekly meeting. As bookkeepers, we're really in there digging every day, because we're trying to help our roofing contractors. I help bookkeepers build profitable bookkeeping businesses, and many of my clients, they do specialize in roofing and construction companies. And there are some bookkeepers that I'm training also. They're just learning how to provide service to roofing contractors and know how their business works and what problems that roofing companies do have, and then the things that we can help them solve. So that is our main goal. One thing that I've learned after working with contractors for years and having my own roofing company is profit doesn't happen by accident. It's just not going to accidentally fall in there. It comes from better business decisions. And every good business decision is used from all the numbers that we do have in our QuickBooks and our CRM, whatever CRM the roofing contractor is using. And that the CRM is a very powerful tool for contractors. It helps them with the jobs, keep in line and follow up and production and a lot of things. And those things QuickBooks does not offer, and they do not give. So just know the difference between those two things. QuickBooks is only on the financial side. But in order to be on the financial side, we need the CRM to help us with sales, help us with advertising, estimates, productions, invoices, payments, customer financing, and all of these things. So just know all of this works together. This is what we're diving into today, and I have a graphic that I actually created for you. I am going to attach this Roofer Bookkeeping Roofers Connection, and then you can also get this. But this is the bookkeeper's impact on business profit. Accurate numbers, we want better decisions, and we want higher profits, both gross profits and net profits. Now, on one side, we have our sales. On the other side, we have bookkeeping. And sales is where the revenue comes in. Bookkeeping provides the information that drives profit. So we're going to have under our sales and our CRMs with roofers, they are inputting the information in there, their customers, the estimate, the worksheet, those type of things. And then they will have their cost of goods, which is on their worksheet. And that's material, labor, sales commission, permits, subcontractors, and any other direct costs. And then this will show them in the CRM what the gross profit is for that particular job. Some CRMs do include some overhead and some do not. So it just depends on how it's set up. But for the sake of this, we're going to say it doesn't include any overhead costs. So that's going to be something that we have to give the roofing contractor to let them know what their overhead is, maybe per month or per day or per job, depending on how many jobs they typically do. They average in a month. We can give them that number, and that is really helpful to a roofing contractor. So if they do 4 jobs typically a month, then we can tell them maybe it came to $500, which is our total overhead cost divided by those 4 jobs. Okay, and that will give us our overhead per job. But on the bookkeeping side, and I know that you love, we provide the information that drives the profit. So the profit is connected to the work that we're doing. For me personally, I'm always working towards the profit. The roofing company, he's working towards the sales and the salesmen that they have, and they may have a lot of salesmen. Roman shared with us on the call with him that he wants his salesman making $10,000 a month. So that's something to consider there. We want to come over here. We want accurate numbers. That's always a given in bookkeeping. So I see a lot of bookkeepers advertising saying they will give you accurate numbers, but that is a given. Everybody knows that a bookkeeper, their job is to give accurate numbers. So that's not on top of anything. It's just part of the job. Now, organizing the financials, that is something that some bookkeepers do and some bookkeepers don't. So that is a great value you can give them. Cleaning up their chart of accounts, cleaning up their accounts payable, accounts receivable, payroll, loans that they have, anything like that. So that's organized financials. And then we want to get into saving time. We're going to be creating for them efficient processes and systems, okay? So we'll have a direct workflow that we're going through every week to do their financials. And then we are going then to take a look and see if we can help them reduce costs. And what I do with this, I will look at the overhead costs and I will pick up maybe 3 or 4 things that are really high, say like advertising. And then I'll start working with the roofing contractor on that to make sure that we're getting sales off of the advertising that we are doing, whether it's sales right now or it could be more of a long-term plan like with SEO. We know what our goal is and what our vision is there, okay? And then we're always looking at cash flow each week, managing the money that we have in the bank, managing the expenses that we have to pay, and then we have them with a date, and that will include our timing. And then there is tax planning. I personally do not do tax planning because I believe a CPA is much better at that and knowing the tax codes than I am because I don't study that every day or every week. But as a bookkeeper, you're still going to know what is deductible, what isn't deductible, where to put a deposit, and how to do those things. And once again, the overhead tracking, we are taking care of that. So all of these things from organized all the way down here are valuable options that you can show a roofing contractor of what you're helping them with and why they might want to hire you. That's our whole service there. But in the middle, we have sales, we have our profit, and that is the purpose of a business. The purpose of a business is to earn a profit. It is not a purpose of hiring a bookkeeper and have them categorize your expenses and income. That's not the purpose. But the IRS defines a business as an activity carried on with reasonable expectation of making a profit. And we have to have sales to make a profit. We have to have our accurate numbers. We have to have good financials, clean financials. We have to create ways to save time, to reduce costs, watch our cash flow, any tax planning we need to do, and overhead tracking in order to get to this profit. So we have sales coming in, we have bookkeeping being done, we have our cost of goods coming in to our profit center is our sales minus cost of goods. Then that equals our gross profit coming in. And then this is a very good system here. And this is what a system or a process can look like if you've never actually seen that. And it's okay if you're a bookkeeper and you haven't looked at it this way before. That's fine. So we're just showing how this does work. And from this profit, then we can actually start growing the business. The better cash flow we have, then we can start the growth in the business that all construction companies and all businesses actually want. This is a big purpose of why we're doing everything, besides serving our customers, having good products, and having quality roofs and all those natural things. But in the numbers sake of it, then we can grow. And that growth, we're going to make better decisions, more cash. Then we're able to hire more salesmen. We're able to hire more employees, and we can invest in opportunities now because we have the cash to do it. But if our cash flow is not good, then we don't have the cash to invest in more opportunities nor hire employees. We have to get the cash flow done before we can start with any growth strategy. Once we do get this growth strategy, or if the roofing company isn't going to do the growth, they just built this good profit machine up here and they just want to scale and exit out of it. Okay, so those are decisions for a roofing company, a construction company, and they're going to scale or exit with strong systems. They need to show a buyer accurate financials. They need to show it what the cost of a customer is, what kind of cash flow they have coming in, what their revenue is, all these different things. And then what is the business's real value? And then how many jobs do they do a year? How many customers or they're basically acquiring when they sell this company or buy this company. And then they want to give whoever's going to buy it a buyer's confidence. So this is how it works here. But I will have this over in Roofing Bookkeepers Connection after this video airs over there. And then you can pick it up there. If you would like to join Roofing Bookkeepers Connection, then please join us over there. And it will be the top link in the first sentence in the description to make it super easy for you. We covered really everything that I was teaching here. So in the end, does bookkeeping directly create profits? No, but bookkeeping absolutely supports profitability. And we always want to be profitable. The more money that we are in profitability, then we can pay our employees, we can pay ourselves. Owners of the business can get paid for all the time that they're putting into the business, which is a lot of time, because it is, when you're running a business, it's a life, it's a journey that you are taking. But it does help. The bookkeeping absolutely supports profitability. I'll say that once again, because we have better information and it creates better decisions. And then the company, the roofer, will know what his options are, and then he can decide what option is best for him. I always give a roofing company options of recommendations, but then the final decision is whatever they choose to do, I will support that. But it does create better decisions and lead to better profits. That's why I believe bookkeeping is much more than just data entry. So I want you to be a bookkeeper and a roofing company that has profits, and we are working together as one. But like I say, if you would like to join our Roofing Bookkeepers Connection, please do that. Thank you for stopping in today and listening to this video, watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.